Hey guys, welcome back to another pickups video. I was getting ready to record other videos, but time has run out, and I decided to do a pickups one because I'm doing some rearrangement of my shelves on the other side that you guys can't see with the camera. But you know, while rearranging, obviously I have a stack of some of the things that I picked up over the past, I want to say 2 months. I think it's a little bit less than 2 months. From what I made my last pickups video, but I do have enough content here to do a video, and in fact 2 videos. I think I'm gonna record another one in a couple of weeks because I want to make that themed, and you guys will see when that time comes for that particular pickup video. But we're just gonna get started. I typically start with the new releases, but as some of you may know, I haven't really been purchasing a lot of new releases as of late, and I know it's crazy. I haven't purchased The Last of Us 2 or games like Ghost of Tsushima yet. I think I'm gonna wait until a sale. Paper Mario, another game that I'm kind of interested, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit. So no new releases in this pickup video, but I'm gonna get started with a somewhat of a new release, a 2020 release that going along with the title of this pickup video, this is my last Xbox One pickup. And I did a collection video not too long ago for my Xbox One collection, and this is the game that's gonna close out the physical Xbox One collection on my shelf. And it's a special one. I decided to go for the collector's edition because it was on sale. And that game is none other than Ori and the Will of the Wisps. A game that I still have yet to play, and but I'm very excited because the first game, Ori and the Blind Forest, it's a fantastic Metroidvania, a beautiful game that I had nothing but good things to say when I made my impressions video a couple years ago. So I'm definitely looking forward. I'll probably start playing this fairly soon. And again, even though this game is offered on Game Pass, which is a service that I'm subscribed to, I did want to have some sort of physical version because I know I'm gonna love this game, and decided to go with the collector's edition that unfortunately came a little bit dented. This was the last collector's edition at my local Best Buy. I don't know if you guys can see there's some damage, but the contents are pretty cool. It comes with an art book, steel book, and just an overall well put together package there for this game that I'm very, very much looking forward to playing on the Xbox One. So pretty excited to try Ori and the Will of the Wisps pretty soon. I'm gonna move with another game that I picked up thanks to my good friend here on YouTube, Leo the Funny Nerd. And I kind of feel bad because we were playing this together. He already beat the game, and he kind of sold me into it, and I was having fun, but then got sidetracked, and now it's like I just kind of gave up on the game. But maybe I should go back and play it. And that game is a Remnant from the Ashes. I don't think I did a pickups video on this. I might have on my last one. I'm not sure, but I don't think I did. But anyways, this is basically a Soul-esque type of game, but with weapons. So the concept alone sold me on the game. I was like, sign me up. I really want to see and try and see how the game works. And the game works pretty well. I was having a lot of fun with it. But again, I got sidetracked, and these are the games that you need continuity when you play them. So I'll probably go back. This game has a lot of replay value. It kind of encourages the player to replay after you beat the game, to see different bosses and all that. And I was having a lot of fun. A pretty interesting art direction and setting and atmosphere in the game. It doesn't have that AAA production value that other games might have, like the Neo games or Sekiro or the Souls games themselves. But I was enjoying it a lot and looking forward maybe to go back to it at one point. The next game, it was on sale for dirt cheap. This game can be bought digitally for dirt cheap, and also it's on Game Pass. But I decided to buy this because it was on sale for like $7 or $8 at Best Buy. And that game is Vancouver, from a developer that I that I'd enjoyed their work on Domnot. You know, I really enjoyed their work on Remember Me on the PlayStation 3, and of course, you know, the Life is Strange things that they've done. Yeah, pretty happy to pick this up for dirt cheap. Again, this game is available on Game Pass, so no absolute need to get the physical version, but I did want to support them because I enjoy their work. And this looks to be a very interesting, you know, vampire, you know, themed game, a very dark setting, and with some RPG elements added to it. So looking forward to trying this at one point, you know, Vampire on the PlayStation 4. The next game, I don't have a whole lot of experience with it, but it was on sale, and I've been meaning to try because it looks pretty interesting. And that game is Fate Extella Link. I believe this is the latest entry in the series. There's another PS4 entry, I think the Umbral Star, I think, which is, it came before this, but this one in particular was on sale. And it's a pretty interesting looking type of Dynasty Warrior, like Muso-esque type of game with lots of action, lots of enemies on the screen. Kind of like a mindless, you know, attack many enemies at the same time. So sign me up for that, and especially because Xseed is the publisher, Marvelous Xseed, whatever it's called nowadays. Anytime I can get to support them, I try and do that. And the game looks pretty interesting. The cast of characters and whatnot. So decided to purchase this. It was on sale for like $20, I think. So I kind of like the Muso games. So I figured I should give this one a try, and you know, and go from there. Now moving back in time a little bit to last gen, some 3DS titles. I'm trying to close out, just like I did with my Xbox One pickups, or you know, Ori and the Will of Wisps. I'm trying to close out my physical pickups for my 3DS collection, which is pretty ample, as you guys can see here. But these are two titles that I've been meaning to purchase for a while, and it's kind of hard to find 3DS titles on sale nowadays, just because it's an older system. They're not making games anymore. So I was pleasantly surprised when Best Buy had a buy one get one 50% off for first party Nintendo titles. So decided to pick up a Mario Party the Top 100, which is a collection of both new and old games. The top 100 party games from the Mario Party series. I've been meaning to purchase this game for a long time, but I was waiting for some sort of sale. And again, it's becoming harder and harder to find these games new on sale. So decided to pull the trigger with that Best Buy promotion. And the other game, obviously, because it's buy one get one half off. The other game in question is a game that I already beat in the Source system, and by that I mean Kirbys Epic Yarn. I beat it on the Nintendo Wii a couple years ago. I have an impressions video on it. But this is a very charming game, super easy. It's one of the easiest games I've played in my life. But this one is actually called Extra Epic Yarn. So I'm not really sure what is the new content. I guess there's new abilities in a devilish mode, new mini games, and amiibo support. Those are kind of like the new features. So that devil mode or whatever sounds hard. So I'm curious to see how they're gonna make this game harder, because I remember, you know, the enemies are not very aggressive. They don't deal a whole lot of damage, and on top of that, the levels, from what I remember, they didn't really have any pits or things that you can fall into. And I think only like the last few levels had pits, and then of course you have Kirby, which can float. So it was pretty hard. It was pretty hard to die in this game even if you wanted to. Looking forward to try this. I wouldn't mind replaying this on the Nintendo 3DS and see how the game looks on the small screen, and then try some of the new features. So yeah, Kirbys Extra Epic Yarn, another one for the collection. And since we're going back, you know, we went back in time to last gen. This one is going back in time more. It's a new release, but it was on sale. Decided to pick up for some good old 16-bit, classic action here. This is the Sega Genesis Mini. It was on sale for like I think $40 on Best Buy. So I think you guys know me by this point. I'm kind of like a sucker for these mini consoles. Not so much from I want to play the games point of view, because I own these games in compilation discs on Steam, on emulation, you name the source, and all these old Super Nintendo, Genesis, Game Gear games. I have them. I have a way to play them in one form or another. But I really enjoy picking up these mini consoles, retro, whatever you want to call them, more for a collector's piece in my collection. I know I'm kind of running out of room here, but it's a great system, 40 classic games. And the system, the console itself looks pretty cute. Obviously, being very small. So pretty happy with the purchase. And I'll see if I can plug this in. I have on the other TV, not here in the game room. I have the Super Nintendo plugged in, the Super Nintendo Mini. And on this TV right here, I finally was able to hook up the Neo Geo Arcade Pro system or stick. So I was playing that yesterday. That was pretty fun. So yeah, I definitely want to try this. Even though again, I have the compilation games for the on Steam, on PS3, whatever guys want to call it. But pretty nice and cool to have like a replica of the Genesis, Sega Genesis on a very mini compact version. And to tag along with that purchase, this was also on sale. And this is the Sega Genesis Mini controller, but with the 6 button, which is to me a must. One of the things I hated back in the day for the Sega Genesis, even though I didn't own one, but whenever I played it at friends' houses or whatever, the 3 button configuration never really did anything for me. And this one has obviously you guys can see there, the 6 buttons. So this was on sale for like $10. I opened this, fiddle around with it a little bit. The cool thing is this is also compatible for just about anything because it has an USB connection. I wasn't very happy with the build quality. It feels a little bit flimsy, which is a shame. But for $10, I can't complain too much. And it's a pretty cool way to play Sega Genesis games. Like if you guys own the Sega Genesis collection on Steam, you can just put this controller, set it up, and have a more original experience, if you will. And last but not least, another retro-inspired accessory here, and that is the Super Nintendo Switch Online SNES Controller or Super Nintendo Controller. This was finally on sale. They released this product like I want to say a year ago, but it was sold out immediately. Just like in good old Nintendo fashion. Their collectible products get sold out within 5 minutes, and the production run is always very small. So I kept an eye on this, and finally they had a restock on their online. I think that's the only way you can purchase these guys, which is online through the Nintendo store. So finally pulled the trigger. These are a little bit pricey. There's no sale prices or anything in there, but I'm glad I did. This is basically a wireless controller that allows you to play the Super Nintendo games online on the Switch. And the quality, I was complaining about the Sega Genesis one feeling a little bit cheap and flimsy. This one is the exact opposite. I mean, this one feels it feels just like the original one. Because I already opened it and I had to hold it in my hands, even though I haven't used it with a game yet. But man, just brought memories instantly. Just the feel, the way the buttons, the plastics, they just were able to reproduce this very, very well. So very happy with the purchase, even though it's kind of overpriced in my opinion. But I'm the SNES mapper, and I have to have the SNES controller to play those Super Nintendo games. So And that's it, guys. As you can see, not many pickups for this video, but I do plan to have another pickups video soon because I had enough content, but I want to do a themed one. You guys will see what I mean when that video rolls around. But for now, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later.